Hey everybody, this is Adam from Grow Life. Whew. Just got done with some big thunderstorms. Now the sun's coming out. Love it. Love it when you can see blue sky, even if it's thunderstorming, because it kind of gives you hope that the sun will still shine. Look, little guy, yeah, there you are. You're such a lover. I hear the purring. Anyway, okay, so dandelions in the yard. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again because we've been trained in our culture to think that what I'm saying is nuts, and it's not. Okay, dandelions as well as other plants. Okay, we get trained and ingrained that those are, quote, weeds, and those aren't good, and it makes everything look terrible. So we go to the store and we can get poison and put it in our yard to get rid of those so we only have grass. And then we go to the store and buy, we try to buy healthy stuff. We'll go buy lettuces and we'll go buy green leafy stuff. But meanwhile, that dandelion and a lot of those other plants, they have nutritional value for us, okay? But we don't think that. We have been taught and trained from a young age, most of us, that that's not how you do it. You go to the store and get your food. When, if you look around and you actually were educated, you would realize probably, I don't know, I'm just guessing, 70% of what is around us that we consider weeds and invasive is actually food and nutrition and medicine. Lamb's quarter. Today is lamb's quarter. This guy just won't leave me alone, which is good. Let's see if you guys can see. Oh, well, lamb's quarter. I don't know if you can see that, okay? So this thing, let me just flat out get down to it. It's like in the spinach family. It says 1 cup of the chopped leaves gives you 281% of your daily requirement of vitamin A, 466 mg of calcium, which is 46% of your the daily requirement of calcium, and 111% of your vitamin C. I mean, hey man, pretty good, right? Let me go show you what this lamb's quarter is. Some of you who've been around a while might know what it is. Just a lover. You're a patch. All right, I'm back. This is a row that we let go. We didn't plant anything in, so all these weeds came up. All right, check this out. Check this out right here. See this? All these weeds need to come out. Look at it. Big time, right? Well, guess what? This thing here is lamb's quarter. And by golly, I've said that it is edible for I don't know how long. And I'm gonna show you. This here is weeded out probably of almost every garden in the Northeast. These are the typical things that you would see as a kid and be like, hey, we gotta go weed the garden. Guess what we'd be weeding out? Spinach family, folks. Spinach family. Vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium. Come on. 1 cup of these leaves is over 100% of your vitamin C for the day. But guess what? We treat them as weeds. We treat them as, get them out so I can make room for my food. They are food. I'm gonna get some. I wasn't really after a lot of produce, but we just grabbed some, some of the reddish tomatoes, a couple little cucumbers, some jalapenos, a couple peppers, and then this thing. And of course, you cannot forget the lamb's quarters. The things we call weeds in the garden. So, I'm gonna have those. I think I'll just cut a bunch of that stuff up. This is the first time I'm gonna try these weeds. Oops, I mean lamb's quarters. This delicious, nutritious food for us. Some people actually like this better than spinach as far as the flavor. So I was just weeding real quick. Obviously it doesn't look like I have, but we have been crazy busy with renovations. We've been gutting our kitchen and kind of living worse than camping. Just kind of scavenging, and everything's like in the living room and our kitchen's like out. So this has suffered, but I just went around the plants a little bit. You know how I like to have a little moral to the story. Well, let's see. Okay. Woohoo! Sorry, I don't mean to make you guys, I don't mean to make you, oh my, what is that? Yeah, I think I gotta get back to the almonds and applesauce. Weeds. You ever been weeding the garden and just, they come up really, really hard? Well, let's see. Check this out. All right, see this? All right, this is a weed in the garden, all right? Watch this. Blink. Shake off the dirt. Whoosh, gone. Easy. All I was doing was coming around here, grabbing and pulling, grabbing and pulling, grabbing and pulling. It came up smooth as butter. Why? We just had a thunderstorm. We just had a lot of water. We just had a lot of rain. You know what? You got stuff in your life you want to rip out. You got some weeds that you want to get rid of. You know, sometimes when everything's all good and honky-dory and sunshiny, sometimes the ground gets hard. You ever notice that is sometimes you're not thankful when things are going great, and then when things go crappy, then you're really like, say, calling out to God and asking for help? Well, don't let that ground get hard. After the rain, and I don't want to say it, but after the storm today, what? The storm. There's storms in our lives, you know that. After the storm, guess what? The rain had pelted this soil and had softened it up. And sometimes after we go through rough patches, you know, we're actually, our eyes are opened and our hearts are open to things that might need to be weeded out of our lives and change. So if you go through a storm in life, don't be afraid to assess and take a look at your garden. Take a look at your life and see if anything needs to be pulled out and removed. Because you know what? It works for the garden. It's going to work for you. After the storm, those weeds, those little nasties that you don't want in your life, it kind of wakes us up a little bit and gives us an opportunity to pull out. And they should come out easier than if they were when everything was going good. A lot of people don't call out to God when things are going good. And then when things go all to pot, oh God, help me. I'll tell you what, I want to be the kind of guy that calls out to God in the good times. Because I don't want to have bad times to call out to God. I would certainly will be calling out to him in the bad times. But I will be calling out to him in the good times. In the morning. First thing in the morning when the sun's coming up. Awake in the dawn. All right, you guys. Let's check out that salad. Oh, right there. Lads and lasses. Lamb quarters. Lamb's quarters. They say it's just like spinach. I've never eaten it yet. At least I hope this is lamb's quarters. Hey, those of you who know me personally, if you don't see me in church tomorrow, come looking for me. Just kidding. Almost reminds me of the broadleaf plantain. Yep. Yeah, baby. Okay. Let's get all the other stuff cut up. All right. Gonna throw in some tomato. Haven't had any of the tomatoes from the garden yet this year. This will be good. All right. Let's throw in some of the cucumber. You know, folks, if you haven't eaten vegetables that you've grown, try it. It tastes so much better fresh. Really does. And yes, sirree, we've got them. Might as well use them. Uh-oh. Hi, Pat. No, no on the table. Okay, you stay there. Peppers. Yeah, he's being a good boy. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah. He just loves to be around people. Maybe his love language is quality time. Okay. Jalapeno. Here we go. Sometimes I'll use a jalapeno pepper for a decongestant. Woo, boy, does that work. Okay. And why not? I like vinegar. You guys like vinegar? This has the stuff floating in it. The mother! All right. Don't tell my wife. She doesn't like vinegar or pickles. She can tell when I had pickles a week ago. Little vinegar. I like vinegar, so it's good for you. I'm sticking to that. All right, here we are. Let me just kind of flip-flop it around. Oh, yeah, I mean, come on. Come on, guys. Look at this. I've got a rocking lawn chair. I've got old trusty Patch next to me. And look at this. Look at this stuff. I mean, come on. Really? Cucumbers, jalapenos, tomatoes. Oh, man. Some peppers. All from the garden over there. Oh, yeah. And don't forget what the video's about. The lamb's quarter. I'm gonna... This is gonna be good. So, the things that we consider weeds, it's all in our upbringing. It's all in what we've been taught, what's ingrained in us. We were told it's weeds, and but meanwhile we'll eat cucumbers and tomatoes. Did you know tomatoes? The tomato plant is in the nightshade family. What? I'm gonna keep going on this and show you when I'm done. You know what this reminder this looks like? Check this out, lamb's quarter, right? Oh, Christmas tree, 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 hey, oh, Christmas tree. Let me finish my lamb's quarter and I'll get right back to you. Okay. Plate's empty, but the garden is still full of lamb's quarter. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't weed earlier in the season, huh? It's amazing. It's amazing. Man. All right, folks. Things that you consider weeds might not be weeds. They actually might be very nutritious for you. All right? And the only reason that we consider that they're weeds is because that's what we've been taught. So on a practical level, maybe look around. I mean, make sure that nobody's putting bug killer and arsenic and poisoning the crap out of whatever it is you're possibly looking at eating. But if it's coming from around your place and you know that you have not put that stuff in, seriously, you might want to look into it. I mean, it's from the spinach family. It's one of those things where it's just nasty to us. The thought of it is like, yuck, simply because we've never done it before, or that is what we've been told is a weed, and we need to get out of the garden so that our food that we're growing can grow better. Until next time, stay classy. See you guys. Say bye, Patch. Say bye, Patch. Patch says, yeah.